Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Today, I want to take a trip down skincare memory lane. Over the past 10 years, there have been some truly massively viral K-beauty skincare products. And what I will say when it comes to Korean skincare is a lot of these products go viral, but they're actually good as well. They're not just gimmicks. Some of the products I'm talking about today weren't just popular, they actually defined like an entire skincare era, entire skincare phase. But in 2025, how many of these products still hold up? Which ones actually earned their hype and were more than just a fun product at the time? Which ones still work today? And which ones were kind of just a phase? I'm going to start off with a sponsor. This is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airyfit Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50+, PA4 pluses. Let's talk about the skincare category that made K-beauty, I think, so popular in the rest of the world, and that is sunscreen. K-beauty revolutionized sunscreen textures. All we were used to before K-beauty came on the scene was thick, chalky, greasy formulas. What came next were these airy, hydrating skincare meets sun care hybrids. And the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airyfit Sunscreen has been a huge part of that legacy, I guess you can say. This went viral on Instagram and TikTok, but truly viral because of how elegant it feels on the face. It's fragrance-free and great for easily sensitized skin. As the name suggests, it contains fermented rice extract, which is rich in antioxidants like polyphenols, flavonoids, and that obviously helps, along with the SPF protection in here, protects against free radical damage, which is something as I get older, my collagen and elastins disappearing, I've been super focused on. Niacinamide helps brighten, smooth texture, and actually helps strengthen the skin barrier as well. Imagine like, you know those serums that are like cream serums? You know, they're not heavy just because they're a cream, but they come in like a creamy form. This is what this feels like. Super lightweight, but nourishing at the same time. There are mornings where I skip most of my routine, I'll hydrate, and then I'll just use this because it's got the ingredients of a nice, calming, soothing, repairing serum, plus a moisturizer, plus a sunscreen. Works great under makeup, doesn't peel, doesn't sting my eyes. I could put this right over my eyes and it doesn't sting. In the beard, throughout the hairline, it's just a go-to for so many people. So whilst this is probably one of the newest of the products we're talking about today, this definitely holds up and shows how sunscreen formulas have really evolved. I mean, even back in the day when we were first being introduced to Korean sunscreens, we're like, oh, these are nice, they're so much better. But some of them may still be a little bit greasy or maybe too alcohol heavy. This is just like a perfect moisturizer that just so happens to have sun protection as well. And thank you to Haruharu for sponsoring this segment of today's video. We can't talk about viral K-beauty without talking about the COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This essence was like a Reddit skincare favorite long before they went viral on TikTok with their whole campaigns. And, you know, people still talk about on TikTok to this day. If you are completely new to K-beauty, this product introduced a whole new range, a brand of person to the world of K-beauty. For those who aren't familiar, Snail Mucin probably sounded really bizarre, like really weird. To some, judging by a lot of like the reviews, a lot of the initial content, it was kind of off-putting to some people. The idea that snail slime could hydrate and repair your skin confused a lot of people, right? In typical COSRX fashion, the ingredient list is pretty short and 96% of it is snail secretion filtrate, which is packed with things like glycoproteins, which help rebuild Sorry, I just ran up the stairs and I'm so out of breath, which help rebuild skin structure. Hyaluronic acids help hydrate the skin, and I think like other enzymes and stuff, you know, but basically it's all about soothing, repairing, and hydrating the skin. A lot of people thought it could even out your skin tone. It couldn't. I'm not really sure where that came from. I don't know when that started. Does it hold up however many years later? It's an old product. I believe it's about 5 years old. Does it still hold up? 100% absolutely. It's lightweight, absorbs super quickly, and plays well with almost every skin type. If you've got a compromised skin barrier, or you're dehydrated, or you're just a little bit irritated, this is such a nice product to just use. Cut your skincare routine right down, cleanse, use this, moisturize. I think the issue with this is people very quickly got over it. I think the marketing campaign for this was very successful, was very in your face for a lot of people who only consumed beauty content because it was everywhere. Then they had TikTok shops, so people got bored of it very quickly. And this is why I don't love things going viral. This is why my goal is to never go viral, because when you go viral, you become a trend and then you very quickly disappear. When I think the goal in life is kind of like longevity for anything, right? So it's still a great product. I think they do a better product. Their version here, the Dual Essence, I think is much nicer and can help even out your skin tone and stuff. But yeah, it's still a great product. Remember when every single YouTuber was talking about the Laneige lip sleeping mask? Every single YouTuber, I think thanks to places like Guest Style, Style Korean, Style Varna even at the time, so many people were able to easily get their hands on some of the most iconic K-beauty products. So the lip mask kind of got like a new lease of life again and went viral all over again. And this was in everybody's evening skincare routine from like 2017 onwards. It was everywhere. People were saying how like soft it made their lips, hydrated lips overnight, came in really cute packaging, and it actually really did feel quite high end, which I do find with a lot of Laneige. It feels nicer than just like drugstore, right? So we have shea butter in here, which is rich in fatty acids and antioxidants, muru seed butter, nicely moisturizing, and vitamin C rich berry extracts for that antioxidant boost. I always say this is really nothing special. It's just very good at what it does. It's thick. It's got like a balmy texture that locks in hydration overnight. And there are 1,000,001 dupes of this, which you'll find with most K-beauty, let's be honest. The truth is this one still works. I don't like the strawberry scent for some reason, but every other version of this lip mask genuinely helps with dry, flaky, tight feeling lips. And whilst you can probably just use Vaseline. And whilst you could probably use any other lip balm, as I said, it's nothing special and you'll still find one that does just as well as this. It still holds up. It's still great. All these years later, it's really standing the test of time. I need to talk about one that isn't my favorite, but I always recommend to other people, and that's purely down to my skin type. The Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. I say it's not my favorite. I still use this every so often. I'll explain in a minute. This has gone viral time and time and time again. As with other products, it's like it gets a new life once every like 2 years or something. But in the original like skincare YouTube community, it went viral first and then TikTok discovered it. It's like redness cancelling magic, which of course is a great visual hook for TikTok. And it does do a good job at what it does. Dr. Jart is one of those great iconic K-beauty brands that have some amazing, amazing products that if you haven't checked out their brand before, you should. It contains Centella asiatica, aka the tiger grass, which is rich in madecassoside, asiatic acid, and other compounds to help calm inflammation, repair damaged skin, redness. I think it helps improve elasticity. I'm not sure. Did I make that up? Maybe. But it's got like this greeny beige tint to it that kind of like blends into skin and neutralizes that redness. Great for rosacea. Acne scarring. What I will say though, I think it's zinc. It's if you can't wear a mineral sunscreen without it going white on you, you might want to patch test this before you use it. You'll see TikTokers sometimes say it matches your skin tone. It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. You know, it just goes like a natural skin color, you know? And yeah, it's still great. Never gonna lose its lease of life because, as I said, it goes viral constantly. If you like to maybe like skip makeup or you just want a little bit of coverage, this product is nice. Here's my notes. It's thick, so it's not for everyone. It's a little bit grippy as well. If I want to use this, because it does look nice on the skin, my issue is I use it on my cheeks where I am dry and my forehead as well. I have to prep my skin very differently knowing I'm going to use this. So I have to hydrate. Well. I usually have to do like a sheet mask or toner pads on my cheeks for that extra hydration. Make sure I use a slightly thicker moisturizer just on my cheeks. So there is a lot of prep, but it's a nice product. If you're oily, I think you'll love this. You may have noticed that I've only mentioned things that have all kind of held up. Let's talk about the ones that are feeling a little bit outdated. And I hate to say this because Banila Co-Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm was probably my first cleansing balm experience. This was the gateway to double cleansing for so many people. And it was truly viral back in the day when people, I think, first began to realize that removing makeup didn't need to involve like a single like stinging Garnier micellar water or face wipe, and that cleansing balms can melt everything away and double cleansing has so many benefits. So this one actually contains papaya extract with papain enzyme that actually helps very gently exfoliate dead skin cells, not to the extent where like I'd swap out your chemical exfoliants for it. But it's nice to use every day. There's like vitamin C in here for antioxidants, but mostly it's about that balmy texture that you break down and emulsifies, right? But what about now? You'll notice I haven't really said much about it. And that's because I feel like this is the bare bones of what a cleansing balm is and what a cleansing balm should be. Back in the day, this was more than enough when not every single skincare brand had their own version of a cleansing balm. So yeah, this broke down and rubbed down and then emulsified. But with this, it always left like little plasticky feeling, like little bits of balm that had to break down further. It feels like the starting point of a cleansing balm. And whilst it has nice ingredients and does the job, it's a little bit outdated. There are many more kind of like richer, more nourishing balms with better ingredients that just feel nice from the skin. It's decent, but outdated, and I feel like it's been replaced by many. This was everywhere at one point, but now it just doesn't hold up. There's too many better options in today's standards for a cleansing balm, in my opinion. Oh, I hate to do this, but Innisfree Green Tea Seed Serum, a staple in every early K-beauty starter pack. I was obsessed with this product, and I probably, I've got it, and I keep going to use it. I'm like, maybe not now. This serum was basically all about hydration, right? And antioxidants and soothing, using green tea extract from the Jeju Island. Green tea being rich in antioxidants and it's an amazing anti-inflammatory benefits. I just said that twice, didn't I? But it went viral on YouTube, right? Back in the day, especially when K-beauty was a new thing, skincare blogs, when blogs were still big, and when hydration serums were really just becoming a thing. But while it still hydrates, the formula has kind of evolved, but all they've really done is highlighted the hyaluronic acid because that is now a popular buzzword. And whilst I feel like green tea used to be very popular and hyaluronic acid used to be very popular too, people are all about other things now when it comes to hydration. Collagen, great hydrator, peptides as well. And just somewhere along the way, I think even in Korea, it's not as the brand isn't as popular as it used to be. And that's the thing is, I feel like whilst Innisfree had all their kind of like core kind of collections, they didn't evolve much. And it all became very outdated and kind of old and kind of like, well, what now? And not that I think a brand should have to do that, but I think in today's world, for a brand to survive, there has to be that kind of like, well, what do you do? Like, what else do you do? What's the like gimmick? What's the catchy thing? One thing K-beauty does well is they have a gimmick, but the products work. For example, Arencia. I love Arencia cleansers. They have a slight gimmick to them, right? You have your mochi cleanser and then you have that new rice cake cleanser, which I absolutely love. And they're the gimmicks, but the products work. And I feel like that's what Innisfree is lacking. Again, I don't think every brand should have to have this. Innisfree should be able to stand alone great on its ingredients and what their products do. But I feel like it's just like not kept up with the times, which is sad because I used to love it. Skinfood Black Sugar Mask Wash Off Pack thing. This was the physical exfoliator everyone used before acids became mainstream. This was everywhere. It smelled syrupy, like molasses, like brown sugar, feels gritty in a satisfying way back in the day, and does make your skin feel super smooth instantly. The issue is that the mask used black sugar granules to manually exfoliate away dead skin cells. I don't think I need to discuss further really why this became so unpopular. Not only did people stop liking physical exfoliants basically because of the whole kind of like micro tear myth, but in general, acid exfoliants just been a lot nicer and easier to use and in some ways more effective and more beneficial. But the fact that it was sugar as well, like it wasn't finely granulated, it was bits of sugar. It felt very Pinterest DIY skincare era and people just don't like it. It was too abrasive, especially of those with easy sensitized skin or acne prone skin. It just doesn't hold up to today's standards. We moved on to gentler, I would say smarter exfoliation. Now, the next one might be controversial because it's still great, but I'll explain. Misha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. Oh my God, this was probably one of the first SK2 dupes because it had their version of that star ingredient, right? Fermented yeast extract, specifically Saccharomyces ferment filtrate, which is also rich in amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that help brighten, hydrate, and support skin turnover. It would just make your skin look so refreshed when you use this consistently. And today it still works. It's still a great product, helping with texture, hydration, it feels like it preps your skin for other actives, right? But it's no longer the only option. Essences have kind of taken over, and that key ingredient is kind of just a given now. SK2 still has its popularity because it's an icon, but that Saccharomyces ferment filtrate or alternatives, and usually as effective options, are just commonplace in our essences and even toners nowadays. Serums, people are looking for probiotics, peptides, barrier repair in a similar format, and I also feel like people just don't feel like it's an essential anymore. I think with the introduction of K-beauty, essences were one of the huge things that made it so different to what we had in the Western world. And now people don't really mind. They don't really need an essence. They've got their toner. That's enough for them to get their head wrapped around. And with that being said, toners and essences and even serums have just kind of merged into these multiple steps, which is great. I'm here for it. I do miss like a toner, essence, serum kind of routine, but there's no point using all three when you just have one nowadays, usually including it all. So let me know what you think about my list in the comments down below. Any others that you think have truly stood the test of time would be great. And thank you to Haruharu for sponsoring the beginning segment of today's video. You can find the link for the Black Rice Moisture Airyfit Daily Sunscreen in the comments down below, and available at Boots here in the UK. You can watch some basic commentary stuff here, I guess, and some product reviews here, and I'll see you next time. Hello.